It's February the 17th, and this is our temperature this morning at 7 a.m. And I wanted to make this video to show you what not to do and what I shouldn't have done. We're new to Mississippi, so starting our seeds and getting our plants going in a different time zone is something I'm going to have to do a little more research on, because for the past 2 weeks that we've lived here, we've had temperatures in the 80s. But this morning, we've got frost on our pots out there. I actually had to cover the potato pots. We'll walk out here and show you. These are 15-gallon pots with our Sarpomira seed potatoes I planted a week ago. And those larger pots over there, they're 25-gallon pots. And I just got the soil mixture ready for them with organic fertilizers and our garden soil for our tomatoes and peppers. Because we're the first year here, we're going to try to grow these things in containers, our Halcinator tomatoes and our giant Marconi peppers, because we're not exactly sure on where to put them in the ground yet. So it'll take a year. But these pots, if you can see it, they have frost on them. And my mistake, well, I'll just show you. Was that, and there's our strawberries. It got so cold last night, I went ahead and brought the strawberries in. This is what I did last week. If you can see this, I'm not sure if it's going to pick up with the light. These are all of our seedlings already up and going. And I started these things, even in this state, way too early. Because getting those 80-degree temperatures and being new to this area, I thought we were good. And I was going to get a jump on gardening and up and running and be able to get things out super early. But I guess not. Because now this week at night, we're going to get down even into the 20s. So don't ever do this. Don't ever start your seeds this early. I made the mistake, but I think I have enough room in this shelf. Let's see. These spaces between here are 2 foot. I've got another light down here, if you can see this, maybe. It's a 4-bulb fluorescent high output fixture. The bulbs are 55 watts each, so there's over 200 watts of light. Well, lumens. And the bulbs are old, so not quite, probably under 200 right here. And I still have these plants in these cups sitting on 4x4s. My fear now is that I'm going to run myself out of room. I can take the 4x4s out and set the plants down on the shelf, and that leaves me probably 18 to 20 inches. And what I may have to do now is move these plants over to my workshop side, where I can set them on this table and raise that light higher, because being in this shelving unit, the light is actually attached to the bottom of this shelf, and I can't raise the light. In our home in Indiana, we had a room dedicated just for seed starting, and I mounted my lights on pull chains that was attached to eye hooks in the ceiling, so I could raise the lights as high as I wanted them, so I could get the plants as big as I wanted them. But here, I started too early. Now they say you can start your seedlings, tomato seedlings and pepper seedlings, around the end of February. And I read in one forum that middle of February is okay too, weather permitting. And it was weather permitting until this morning and this week. So we covered this up. I have a little sign here that I hang up. This sign, this real estate sign, when we bought the property, they left it. So I hang it up there, and it covers this up really nice. I've got sides on here, and it keeps it really nice and warm in here. And this is we've got 2 carports here. They're 40 foot long, both of them combined, and 18 feet wide. And this one's totally covered. It's enclosed all the way down to the ground. So it stays pretty warm back here. And when I opened this up this morning, it was nice and warm in here. But I had to run the lights all night last night to keep them warm enough. So usually what I do is, or have been doing since they've been started, is I'll leave them sitting out in the sunshine during the day and bring them in here at night where they were nice and warm, and only use the grow light on the days that it was really bad weather. We've had some bad storms, but now I'm going to have to run the lights at night, which is what I didn't want to do, and then slowly acclimate these plants outside during the day with the temperatures being as cold as they are, because today we're only going to be in the mid-50s, but I think that's going to be for a week. So the beets should be all right. They're cold-natured. The cabbages back there should be all right. They're cold-natured plants. I mean, they can take the cold. But the tomato plants I started, the halcinators and the black brandywines, I don't know about them. And our onions that we just planted, I just did a video last week. If you can see down in there, I don't know if it'll pick it up. They're starting to sprout. So they're good to go too. The onions will take it, the cold weather. But I started about maybe 2 or 3 weeks early. And I think I'm going to run out of room here, which means I'm going to have to move the light over to another section of our building, because I think these plants are going to grow me out of room unless the Lord blesses us with some nice, warm, sunshiny days and some real high temperature nights that I can leave them sitting out over here on the plastic where the other containers are. So, just a little video to show you don't start your seeds too early. And I should have probably done a little more research, but I tried to hit the ground running down here with this gardening stuff to keep my videos going. But here again, I'm in another state, and I started my seeds way too early. But that's because I was ready to get gardening. I didn't think it through. I got down here in this new spot, and it was nice and sunny and warm, and I thought we were good to go. But old man Winter, he hasn't given up his grip on the winter yet. He just wants to keep creeping in here on us. But we'll keep them under these lights and going. And we'll keep you updated on if they make it or not. I guess the good thing to this is if they don't make it, when I set them outside, slowly acclimating them an hour at a time to these cooler temperatures, I started early enough that I could plant more seeds and still be good. Thanks for watching.